We're doing the review. Okay, so let's take a look. Welcome to patch 8.15, Summoners. As mentioned in previous patches, after the significant changes in mid-season, we're mostly focusing on balancing outliers. As a result, this is a pretty small patch. To start, we're taking a look at Marksman. They're still feeling some pain from their mid-season changes, especially in mid-game when they can't yet afford multiple items. So we're decreasing the cost of their items to let them hit their power spikes more quickly and decreasing their overall stats slightly to compensate. Akali's rework also hits the Rift in this patch, so be sure to check out her new abilities. Let me reread that. Akali's rework also hits the Rift this patch, so be sure to permaban her in all ranked modes so that nobody can actually play her on release. Good luck, have fun, Summoners. Alright, there we go. They had a typo. So we've seen the teaser and the reveal stuff. We're not going to do that much, but we can take a look-see at her new skins. Repping them tattoos and such. Got little curvy blades. Oh yeah, because one of them is supposed to be a dagger, so this is the dagger. One of them is supposed to be like a blade. This looks big. I mean, it's a perspective, but I feel like it's big. This is the one that a lot of people are upset about because Crimson Akali is becoming Infernal Akali, which in my opinion looks pretty cool. This is a pretty good Evelynn skin. We have been waiting for a long time, and we finally have an 1800 Evelynn skin with a fully new animations and like a very cool new look. It really embraces the demon side of our champion, and I'm looking forward to playing it all the time. It's gonna be great. Let's see. We got the Sakura Akali. Somehow she's like curving the ball. Not even Goalkeeper Blitzcrank can grab that shit. I don't know what kind of magic she's using there, but I wonder what swords, what weapons she has for this one, actually. I'm curious. I like this one. This splash art is pretty cool. That's terrible. I like how they added a little bit of tears in this guy's eyes. He's just like, oh no. Alright, ooh, Blood Moon. That's cool. I love the, like, background in these things. It's so cool. And her dress is kind of, like, fading in and out. Where's Kennen? I don't know, dude. Kennen's not there. Silver Fang's alright. Nothing too crazy. It's kind of... There's a lot of clothes in this one. It's kind of interesting. All her other skins... I guess this one she has a lot of clothes too. Her base skin, she's like half naked. Alright, Headhunter. I feel like all the Headhunter skin kind of look the same. I don't know. And last but not least, the chef one. Sashimi. Sashimi. Cool. Dude, she's cutting that shit quick. This dude's like, what the fuck? You're not doing it right. Alright, whatever. Those are the skins. Let's look at the actual real stuff. So they seem to be nerfing Fiddlesticks, which is amazing. Because honestly, fuck that champion. So Dark Wind is taking a hit. The base damage per hit thing is wonderful too, because like standing next to an ally at like level 1 and being hit by Dark Wind and just dying to it feels really, really bad. So this is really cool. I mean, 5 damage in the early game, 5 damage in the mid game. It's probably not going to do too much, but I don't know. Because usually, it's pretty rare that you get hit by a lot of them, but if you do, then I guess this adds up. The mana cost is cool though. 20 more mana. I don't know what his base mana pool is like, but I mean, that's like, what? For every 3 he throws, he's missing out a 4th one. So that might just be the RNG that doesn't get him. Fizz buffs. So hold on, I'm curious as to something real quick actually. I'm gonna go on Lolalytics because yeah, we're seeing Fizz buffs, but I'm kind of curious as to what Fizz's win rate is right now because I haven't seen him much. So let me see this. Yeah, so Fizz win rate by patch. His win rate was really good. And then when the patch hit, his win rate definitely went down. So whatever they did to him definitely fucked him up. Like, he's fluctuating a lot, but whatever they did to him fucked him up. So I think that, oh dude, oh my god, the pick rate is hilarious. A steady, like, picked, oh my god, look at that, dude. Just plummeted. Plummeted, dude. Fizz is not a champion anymore. So what this is really they're buffing the what they're doing here is they're just buffing him a little bit more because his shit is totally wrecked right now. Now that being said, they're giving him 0.3 AP ratio here. And they're raising the minimum damage. So they're giving him at least a 0.6 AP ratio. And okay, that's not true. At higher ranks it's not as big, but at least a 0.4 AP ratio, which is pretty big. And late game, well, let's look at 30 extra damage from them. So they're giving him a decent amount of damage. They might just put him back to where he was. Yeah, so recent changes to Fizz left him a bit weaker on damage than intended. Yeah, so this is totally fine. I mean, Fizz is an annoying champion, but he doesn't deserve to just be trash, so. If you take a look at guide, I talk about the pistol. The pistol you just build if you're forced to build amp tomes. If you don't have enough gold for real items, you just build amp tomes and then upgrade it to a pistol. Alright, anyway. Attack damage increased, health increased, passive damage increased, Q range, base damage, and damage ratio decreased. E range and base damage decreased. R range decreased. So she gets 3 attack damage. Damage per stack. Okay, so the damage per stack is going up by a lot. At least 3. And she gets like, what, 5 or 6 stacks? So I guess she's getting a total of like, what? Let's say it's 5 stacks. So 6 times 3. 18 damage per auto attack higher. If she has the stacks. But she stacks that shit pretty easily. She usually is able to fight with that shit. 20 damage per auto. Now, Blade Surge range decrease. I feel like that's a really big hit. Base damage down by 5. Total attack damage down a little bit too. So that's pretty big. She gets at least 2 of those. And let's say she has like, what? 70, 80-ish attack damage. So she's losing like another 8 damage there, so that's like 13 lost on Q. Thank God, dude. Fuck this ability. That ability did need to get nerfed. E range down. 10 damage reduced here. This is kind of nice. Maybe some people would take her into the jungle, but probably not. I feel like this is an overall nerf. Nah, I think the tuning the magic, the damage reduction is good. You don't want to. I think it's good the way it works right now. It's just it was reducing damage by way too much. I feel like this is an overall nerf to Aurelia, and I mean Aurelia was already kind of bad after the recent nerfs. So let's see. She was pretty good, but then she just became really bad. Yeah, I don't know. It's supposed to be a nerf? I think Aurelia is currently bad. Like, her current average win rate overall is 46, dude. Yeah, I understand that her auto attacks are better, but like, you know, I feel like having your abilities do more damage is stronger than having your auto attacks do more damage, because I feel like, I mean, maybe they can just build her differently, get more attack speed or something, but like, abilities are easy and like you can bust them out much quicker. I don't know. I think that this is kind of unfair. I think they're being too harsh on her. That's just my opinion. I don't know, but like, let's say that the damage she's getting cancels out the stuff that she's losing, like the damage that she's losing. She's also losing utility. She's losing damage reduction. Like, this 30 HP doesn't account for the amount of damage reduction she's losing at all. And she's losing ranges, which is the craziest thing. She's losing 50 range on 2 of her abilities and 25 range on her other abilities. So I feel like she's going to be overall weaker than she currently is, which is kind of yikes. I don't know. I don't really play her, but I totally understand that, Ace. I totally understand that. But if they want her to do that, they shouldn't give her a net negative change right now. They should just give her an even change that forces her to auto attack more. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really play her. It's just my feeling. I don't really know. W attack speed scaling for Wolf decreased, R cooldown increased. Recent bug fixes gave Kindred far more of a bump than expected, and as a result, they are emerging as a dominant jungler, pulling back some power and aligning their ultimate cooldown with other similar game-changing ultimates. Okay. Wow, 180-second, 3-minute cooldown on the first one. That's pretty crazy. 50% to 25%. But all right. Well, I mean, Kindred was strong. I don't know. I wasn't particularly thinking that Kindred was like much stronger than other junglers when playing Evelynn. Like at level 4 and stuff, she was able to kill us if she catches us off guard. But after that, it's a little bit hard for her with our charm and our ultimate to escape and all that stuff. We can take a look at Kindred, sure. I'm just saying this from Evelynn's perspective. I don't think that Evelynn felt all that crazy about her. Let me see. So, historic. Kindred's win rate is around 52 right now. It was really bad before, and then she went up. And her pick rate is really crazy right now, actually. I bet you she's a lot of fun to play. I don't know. I think if they want to nerf her, they should nerf her like very lightly. And I think this is cool. I don't know how big of a impact this is. I don't know how her attack speed works, so I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, let's look at Lee Sin. I feel bad for Kindred, to be honest. I feel like playing against Kindred is fun, for me at least. So I liked her being around. Q base damage decreased. Q damage ratio increased. No longer deals damage based on targets missing health. Now scales amplified damage based on targets. What? Lee Sin is an aggressive snowball-oriented champion, and we want to make sure he's appropriately rewarded when he does get ahead. Base damage down by 5 per rank, but a total attack damage is up by 0.1. No longer deals 8% of targets missing health as damage. Now deals up to 50% increased damage based on targets missing health. Okay, I don't know what the numbers are on that. I'm assuming that this gives him more damage, though. I don't know what is actually going to happen here. I'm just assuming that's what they did. I understand, but I understand the mechanics behind it. I just don't know what it ends up actually doing. Like they should have really put like a footnote being like, in quotations, by the way, on average, it increases Lee Sin's damage on his Q by like 12% when ahead, or something. I don't know. You know, I don't know. This is like, there's a lot of math to kind of think about to figure out what it actually does. I don't know. Lee Sin feels a little bit useless. Lee Sin feels a lot of bit useless, actually. Like, you have to be a god with his ultimate to really pull him off right now. I don't know. Alrighty. Anyway. Oh, this is per attack too. This is does this Q do that amount of damage per attack? That's really good. Bonus attack damage, I see. Yeah, I don't know. Black Shield. Oh, you know, the biggest thing is that he doesn't actually have to execute people. Wait, no, he does. No, because that is still base damage. Missing health. I don't know. Black Shield, 80 mana. I feel like she's not spamming Black Shield. In other roles, Morgana's ability spam spells is gated by the harsh mana scaling of her W. But as a support, there she maxes W last. She has too much lane consistency. Oh fuck! They hit her mana regen really hard. So that's like 1 mana per second. It's a little bit less. It's 0.75 mana per second. So times 10 times 6. So 7.5 times 6 is going to be what, 45? 45 mana every minute. Plus another 30 mana from this. Okay, alright. No, yeah, they're definitely hitting her a decent amount. She's going to go more often. W bonus attack speed. This is cool. I really hate Morgana. Morgana is like this champion that just completely shuts down particular other champions, and our champion happens to be one of those. So I'm really happy that Morgana is getting a hit. And I think this is actually a pretty significant hit. I think this is a lot of mana to be losing. And on top of that, I think support items increase mana regeneration based on your base mana regeneration. So I think that will hit her really hard too. So overall, she's getting like way less mana. So I think she's going to become a little bit more manageable. Probably still going to be a bitch though. But this is really cool. I like this change. W bonus attack speed increase, bumping up the Berserker's clear speed to give him some more strength back. That's awesome. I want to see more Olafs. Olaf is a pretty good matchup for Evelynn. I want to see more Olafs. I want to see less Camille's and stuff. Gwen's lane strength has started to become a bit of an issue as a ranged champion, where she does get hard engaged on. She shouldn't be quite so hard to kill. Armor 32 to 28. Passive Harrier 10 to... Okay, so they reduced it by 5 damage at all levels. I mean, this sucks for us, because, yeah, she takes more damage from... Why is it a good matchup for Evelynn versus Olaf? Because Olaf isn't like a completely nuts, insane champion that just goes around killing people at level 2. Like, he's good, but he's not insanely good. And Olaf, you can 1v1 an Olaf when he ulties, because he drops a lot of his resistances, so you just do true damage to him. And then you one-shot him. And even if Olaf breaks your W with his ultimate, you're still dealing extra damage to him because he still has reduced magic resistance. So he's just like an okay matchup. He's not one of those champions that like completely runs you over. I feel like this is not enough of a change. Like, this is wonderful, but I don't think... Well, I mean, it's not going to do anything for Evelynn. So we still have all the same issues with not being able to kill her, not being able to do anything against her, really, in the late game. So unless other people can shut her down more easily, it's going to be hard. Evelynn has a lot of hard matchups. It's mainly the people that are either really good in the early game or things like Rek'Sai that reveal her in the late game. Syndra. Whoa. Okay. That's a lot of damage. That's a nice little one-liner. This should put some power into Syndra's early game. Fucking 20 damage per spear. Damn, dude. Honestly, I didn't even realize it was 50 damage level 1. That's kind of low. But, that's sick. She'll be able to poke people. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, Thresh. Double cooldown decrease at later ranks. E maximum attack damage contribution increase at early ranks. We feel like Thresh could use a bit more power, especially in his early game. So, I actually really like Syndra buffs, by the way, because Syndra is like a fun matchup for Evelynn, because you can cancel her ultimate with your ultimate. You can bait it out and stuff and like kill her while she ults. So, cooldown 16 to 12. That's going to be cool. And total attack damage 100 instead of 80. Okay, okay. I'm not really a Thresh player, so don't know about them supporty lands, but looking good to me. Any busted Thresh is pretty cool, because Thresh is a really awesome champion. Lets players mitigate a pretty high amount of poke through potions, which makes trading feel more ineffective than we'd like. Ancient coin. Ooh, okay. Nomad's Medallion Unchanged, combined cost down. Okay, so they're just taking away a potion from support players in the early game. We won't be able to start with gold item and refillable potion, which is kind of interesting. I kind of like doing that sometimes, but maybe it was bad. Okay, so the marksman items down 200 gold. They get to build a pickaxe now if they're behind, but I don't think this is a big deal because I don't think they actually build this in the early game, so this might actually be a bad thing for them. I don't think anybody actually rushes Infinity Edge. I don't think it's supposed to be rushed. Okay. Cheaper, if you know what I'm saying, it should help. Okay, so... I mean, sure, I don't... This feels like a pretty big hit. I mean, let me just whip out the calculator real quick. 65 divided by 75. So they're reducing it by 13 and a third percent. They're reducing the amount of damage it gives you by 13 and a third percent. And what about the gold? So they just made it smaller. Is this really that crazy? It doesn't give any crit, right? I don't think it gives any crit. Okay, I feel weird about this, honestly. I feel like this isn't gonna help ADCs. This might help ADCs. Wait, this is down by 10 damage as well. Yeah, I don't know about this. I feel like they needed more help. I mean, they're shaving it down by 200 gold, but they're taking away 10 damage. Oh, I see. So you get Stormrazor gets like automatic crits. So getting it earlier is really what you want. Okay, so I see. Okay, so this is actually really good. This is really good. This one though is kind of weird, right? Maybe not. Maybe the passive stacking of Stormrazor and Infinity Edge are just going to be good enough so that getting those two items really quickly is going to be a really big thing. Yeah. I remember that now. That's interesting. Zeal items. Okay, so the Zeal items are just straight up getting cheaper. So is Phantom Dancer. That's cool. Alright, fair enough. I mean, I'm really happy about this kind of stuff. I'm really happy that they're trying to buff ADCs because that's what, like, assassins want. I want a squishy ADC on the enemy team. I don't want, like, fucking... you know, Morgana ADCs and fucking Veigar ADCs and all that shit. That's what, in the back of my head, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm just like, you know, Yasuo builds all this shit too. But I don't think Yasuo has been performing that well. I'm not even going to look him up. I don't think he's been performing that well. Should be clear trade-offs and advantages. In the case of Mercurial Scimitar, the extra safety from its active does not hold appropriate trade-off in damage dealt. I don't like that it's cheaper just because Mercurial Scimitar is one of those things that I sometimes just force ADCs to buy. But I mean, it is a lot less. I mean, 200 gold for 25 AD, that's pretty big. Nah, it's probably an overall nerf, honestly. Okay, if you have the most individual total gold on your team, lane minion skill grant tells gold. If you have highest minion score on your team, lane minion skills will grant you 10 less gold. The Monster Hunter changes also apply. Okay, so... oh, this is awesome. Yeah, true. Okay, so gold doesn't matter now. It just matters how much CS you have. And usually you have less CS than laners anyway. So this is really sick. And this gets disabled once you have your item anyway. So this pretty much will never affect us. Yasuo is the best win rate bot lane right now? No way. Alright, let me look him up. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. 52%? Wait. Wait, is Yasuo actually like a really, really good ADC? Wait. No, okay, yeah. Quinn's the best. Beats the rest. Misfortune, Heimer, Draven. Okay, no. Yasuo's up there, but he's not the best. Okay, fair enough. Alright, yeah, so we might see more Yasuos. I mean, he's really good as ADC right now. He's picked pretty often, too. He's banned a lot. Holy shit. He's banned a lot. I didn't know that. Alright, cool. Perfect timing, back to 10 minutes. The privileged professional players later actually try to 8 minutes observing the same impact. Yeah, sorry guys, can't have perfect timing. Too good. Alright, cool. All done. Let's go ahead and queue up a game.